the moon and stars and Earth, even though it's going against some friction, and that's the reason it's like dying, but it's dying so slow because the laws that it obey, like in moving the way it move or whatever, like slow down the dying process. So I'm like, okay, cool. If we want a perfect relationship and we don't want our relationship to die, we have to put certain laws in place and we follow these laws to a damn T. And then cool, we'll slow the aging process of our relationship.
You don't see the stars trying to be the sun or the sun try to be the moon. So knowing your purpose in your relationship, knowing that y'all working with each other towards a common goal, not against each other, or not two people working towards two separate things.
You know, ultimately, like you said, for your brothers, it's a challenge of masculinity, right? Yeah. For us, it's never that. Yeah. For us, it's a challenge to be heard or a challenge for change. Yeah. So I feel the feminine approach to him would work for me. Yeah. Because I'm a powerful woman, so I kind of feel that if he comes to me and be like, "Baby, you're right, baby, you was right. I was wrong." I think it's gonna instantly calm me down. Like it's going to instantly. But if he comes to me like this, we're going blow for blow. But if he's masculine, he should have the power to bring me from 100 to 10.
0. Yeah. All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. Today I got two sisters with me. Now, I'm going to need y'all to introduce yourself by name, age, and relationship status. And we'll start here and we'll just keep alternating. She started this one and we'll start the next one.
All right, my name is Ebony and I am 37 and my relationship status is single.
Okay, what about you?
My name is Elena. I'm 24 and my relationship status is single.
Okay. Seems like y'all already know each other. Or y'all know each other from?
We coach together.
Oh, okay. Okay. What y'all coach?
Cheer.
Okay. How y'all like it?
I love it. I've been doing this it's my 15th year.
Oh yeah, that's lit. How long you been doing?
Like 6 or 7, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Okay, yeah, just lit. So, okay, so now, before we get into the real subject, the real conversation, I'm gonna ask y'all some, for lack of a better word, survey questions, because I try to do research on certain things, and like when I go to Google, that shit too broad or too this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna conduct my own goddamn research. All right, so now the first one is, if y'all were to find a partner, would y'all prefer y'all partner to be sexually experienced or a virgin? And we'll start with you.
Sexually experienced.
Okay.
A virgin.
Okay. So why a virgin?
Because I just want him to experience me, like every aspect of me, but like with no prior knowledge about it. So I think, he can learn from me.
So in doing so, will you be willing to teach him? Okay. So
I like it.
So why don't you want a virgin?
I'm the opposite. I don't want to have to teach you.
Okay. Like that's why I asked you first, because I think that's the first, like, I heard that for the most part, a lot of folks say what you said. They were like, well, I don't really want to teach my man. I want him to already come, like, with the knowledge on how to please me. But you like, hell nah, I got it.
I want to let him know exactly what I want. Like, I don't want to assume that you know how to please me.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask this. Is it awkward? Have y'all ever had to teach somebody or like guide somebody sexually?
I feel like that's a part of the process because every woman is different. Okay. So you gonna have to kind of teach them, like you don't have to, because everybody's different.
What about you?
Yeah, I have, because I'm very particular.
Okay.
I need it to be exactly like I need it. Like, I mean, it's like, give me a lesson plan for this shit, because...
Was it awkward?
No.
Okay.
Because that's my style, so I'm used to doing it.
Okay, cool. So, was it awkward when you did it?
No, I just feel like you just go with as long as they go with the flow with you, like, you're fine. But if they're resistant to learning, then I feel like it could be awkward.
How... Like, when was it? Because I feel like that determines how awkward it is. Are y'all seeing it, like, right then, and they're, like, in the moment, like, y'all, like, saying switch this up and switch it up? Or is it, like, after the fact?
No. Like, the teaching process?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for the teaching process, for me, I I'm weird when it comes to sex, so I don't like to talk about it through text or by phone.
Okay.
Like I like to do it like when we're together. Right?
Okay.
So I want to teach you like why we're doing it.
Okay. I think that will be less weird because say y'all already finished doing what y'all doing. Like an hour or two later, y'all come up to him. Well, hey, babe, like, let's talk about, like, the dude gonna be like, damn. Like,
oh,
I
no.
thought I was doing good.
That probably would be insulting to them, so you probably wouldn't hear from him again. So I think it's easier, you know, for his ears to go ahead. And he's more accepting to it if it's in the moment.
Yeah. Yours was in the moment too? Okay. So, I agree with y'all. That would make it less awkward. Yeah. Like I said, if it's the next day or something, and she come back to you, talk about your performance, like,
no, you're not gonna want to deal with that person.
My heart gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Now, when you like prefer the virgin, are you a virgin yourself?
I'm not.
Okay. So, do you feel like he would like be cool? Like, if you was to meet a dude and you say, let's say you don't know nothing about him now, you just say, I would prefer a virgin. You don't know if he want or not. Do you feel like he will require that of you, or he'd be like, okay, like, you ain't gotta be one?
Not necessarily a virgin as in never had sex, but a virgin to whatever I want to experience.
Oh, okay. So, in saying that, y'all gonna be on the wild side of shit. I'm imagining y'all ain't gonna do the regular everyday activities. So, okay, I can understand that. All right, now, the second question. Do y'all think a man would care about y'all body count? Like you not with him, you single, he single, and y'all finna get together. Do you think he would care about your previous experiences with men?
I feel like most men care. They don't necessarily vocalize.
Yeah.
They care all the time, but 9 times out of 10, they gonna.
Do you think he should care?
I guess it depends. You don't want nobody that's just too far out there.
Yeah.
But we grown, stuff happens. Okay. So it's yes and no.
Okay. Me. Nope. Because that's gonna fuck the survey up. you gotta pick one. Like
I'm gonna say yes.
A man should care.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think?
I think it depends on the stage that you are in life.
Okay.
For me, in college, he probably wouldn't care.
Okay.
But a career-oriented man will care.
So, if you had a son, and your son was in the adult dating space, would you suggest your son to care about whatever partner he coined history?
Okay. I have a 15-year-old. Okay. So, I speak to him now as a 15-year-old as if he is 37. Whenever, as it relates to sex and things that women try to pull over men. Yeah. So, like, I want him to know early on. I think he will care. Okay. I think he will care because he's a Capricorn. So, he's very particular. Okay. I don't think he would care for the first time.
Yeah.
He's just trying to, Yeah. But I think, as he is older and mature, I think he's going to want to know.
So,
I think he'll ask.
When y'all, like, meet whatever dude y'all think about taking serious, he think about taking y'all serious. If he was to ask, y'all wouldn't mind. Like, y'all would understand.
If he were to ask me, I would just answer the question, just like approximately.
But you're not going to give him the exact.
No.
Okay, so on your approximate answer, you going to go above or below?
Extremely below.
Why would I go above?
Okay, so last episode they said the same thing. They was like, bro, I'm a lie to the devil. So why would y'all lie? I'm remembering their answer, and I'm gonna see if y'all answer match up. So why lie when he asks you?
I don't think I'm lying. I'm just giving him the count to what mattered.
Okay. So what determines if it mattered or not?
If I love that person.
Oh, hell no. Yes. Oh, hell no. Yes. So you only telling him the amount of people you had intense feelings about.
My serious relationship.
Hell no. That ain't what he asking. Yes. He asking.
Well, see, I've never had a one-night stand. So I can't just say I've had 10 partners because I've never had a one-night stand. I want to experience before I'm married, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to tell him about the serious relationships because I need him to correlate to those relationships. Okay. Not I had 12 partners.
Okay.
No, I have 4 partners. What do you mean?
So what if he finds out, okay, let's say you say Tim, Bob, Brian, and Peanut. What if he find out about Joe? Do you think that will hurt y'all like
no, because,
chances of staying together?
No, because once we take care of business, that's just gonna be it, baby.
Okay. Now
that end, I'm sure you're gonna have 1 or 2 or 3
or
7, however many.
Okay.
He done left off.
So what if he told you the truth though? Like what if he said, babe, I got this number.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so why would you lie?
I feel like I would lie because if I didn't enjoy the experience, like if it was a one and done thing because I didn't enjoy it, it don't count to me. Like,
you agree with her, don't it?
I absolutely agree. I absolutely
okay.
Agree.
So if y'all just didn't like it, you not putting that on the tally mark.
No, because it's not a recurring thing.
Hey,
so
make sure y'all take notes. Look, if y'all ask your woman what's her count, and she tell you, like she said, 4, start multiplying and adding some other type of numbers because y'all hear what they say. And the last podcast, they said, look, guys, they're not gonna tell you. So, like, don't y'all agree that? Like, if y'all in a relationship and y'all growing together, the goal is to, like, become one eventually. Mm-hmm. How he gonna become one if y'all not telling them everything?
You are. You're telling him everything that he needs to know.
Nah, because you might think he needs to know only this or that. But in saying that would, like, assume that you know best. And all of us need to keep learning more. Like, we don't know best. You see what I'm saying?
I guess I feel like that goes into a conversation y'all need to have. Because how important is it to you, like, how many people I've been with? Or how important is it to you, like, oh, I left a person out? Like,
I feel like, say, for instance, if you got 7, but you say 4, right? Or say, for instance, if you got 12 and you say 4 or whatever number, I feel like if the dude really love you, as long as this number, like, say in his head before y'all get together, he already say, bruh, a woman over this amount, I'm not getting it. So say if you got 12 and he say, bruh, a woman over 10 is an absolutely hard no. Like, I don't give a fuck what the excuse is, no. If it's not something like that, then if you got a higher number than you told him, I don't necessarily think it'll be make or break unless your number just outrageous. I feel like the make or break part would be, damn, for you lied for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Like, or for what it could be no reason. Like, it sounds like y'all not even gonna take the chance to see if, like, he care a lot about it. Y'all gonna be like, well, you getting this number off the rip. But if he find out later, it's gonna be like, damn, again, like, we just started talking to you.
And
like,
I guess the timing of the question matters too, because if you asking me right off the rip and we haven't created a safe space for me to even feel comfortable, like knowing you're not gonna judge me or knowing like you not gonna just be mind blown, like if it is a higher number for a woman, that matters. So we haven't created a space where we're having open and honest conversations where you've been vulnerable and I've been vulnerable. Wow.
So once it get to that point, you mean to tell me you gonna tell him 100% true? If you trust him now,
it's a possibility. I mean, if he wants to know, but I seriously, I really do not think he's going to want to know after he asked the initial question. So he's not going to revisit that same question in 4 months. I just don't think he will.
Y'all go ahead and do like have sex. At that point, you his. So like,
okay,
yes, Thank you. Like you mine. That's all that matters.
So do y'all think it's a difference, like, in a man's body count and a woman's body count? Like,
I think it's equal. I think it's the same.
Okay.
I think it's the same. The body count is the same to me.
Okay. So if a man got 20, it's the same as a woman having 20.
It's the same.
Okay. What you think? The same.
Agreed, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I feel like I'm missing one. I'm trying to remember the survey questions without going to my notes, but I don't want to miss it, so I just go to it. Let me see. So we said, oh no, I remember one now. Do y'all think it's a such thing as dressing like a hoe? Like, is it a such thing to dress like a hoe?
How does a hoe dress?
That's what I'm asking y'all.
I don't believe
So you don't think? Okay. What you think?
No, I feel like there's a class to how you dress, but you can't dress like a hoe.
Okay.
That's not a thing. You can be classy in what you have on.
Okay.
But, what does the hoe look like?
What characteristics of your attire, exemplifies this is what a hoe wears? Because a hoe can be dressed up.
True.
Right? She can look 9 to 5-ish and just be a flat out hoe on her lunch break.
And then I think it's about how you carry yourself. Like you can have a dress down to your ankles. If you carry yourself wrong, then that's why you label what you label.
Okay.
So
it's more of your actions, right?
I don't know. You got to carry yourself the same
Okay.
way.
Now, I feel like I'm missing one or two, but we'll skip past that. Now we'll jump into the initial conversation. So, what do y'all feel like makes up a perfect relationship? Like, if you was to like build a relationship, what goes into this as far as what processes y'all need to take, what practices y'all need to do? Like, how would you create a perfect relationship?
I was sorry because I was recently, in a relationship, but I would say, it's funny to come back with the question you initially asked. I literally think the first thing would be honesty.
Okay.
What the hell? I'm just being real with you, like literally honesty. Besides the body count, I think I think both sides probably feel they'll be prejudged.
Yeah.
But besides the body count question, I literally think honesty, and then like the will to do, because a lot of men will say, "Yeah, I'm with it, baby," but then 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you're getting a different version of him.
Yeah.
So, like, the will to do and the will to accept to me is priority right now in my life.
Okay.
Because it's never about me. Because if I fuck with you, I like you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what else? Honesty. What else to make a relationship perfect?
I would say family oriented. Okay. Because I'm a big family person. I'm from a small town. So, Sundays, nothing goes on but Sunday dinner and laughter, right? Yeah. So if you meet a man that's not with that, he's just gonna be like, where's comfortable? So you gotta be willing to be a part of my circle as well.
Okay.
Gotta be able to fit.
Okay.
Yeah. And he has to look well. Sometimes you will meet a man that they have the swag that they need, but they just don't know how to put this shit on.
Okay.
So if I'm putting it on and you coming around me looking like Timbuktu, I'm just like, baby.
So what if he has the like financial options to buy whatever he need to buy? And he just not a fashionable person. Is that a like automatically disqualification, or would
in my
you
life
like
now?
Put them together?
Yes, because I just went through that.
Okay.
So yes, it's automatically disqualification, because if you love me, you want to be with me, and I'm telling you, baby, this is important to me. This event is important to me.
Yeah.
And you represent me. Like, I'm not telling you that you have to live for perception, but for now, I just want you to put this on so that.
Why is dressing so important
to me?
Yeah.
Because I love fashion. I feel like it represents you, who you are.
Okay. So you fresh as hell and he coming out boy me. That's gonna make you unhappy in a relationship?
It's not going to make me unhappy in a relationship, but I know that he doesn't really accept my wants.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, because the want was for you to dress up with me tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So is it like a constant thing, or like you said, it's just like, okay, on this night we're going here, so I want you to
on
dress
this
like
night
that.
right here.
Okay. So it's not like an everyday.
Oh, no. Not every day, because I know you have, you have your likes as well. But tonight, baby, please. And when that's not delivered, I just feel like, you're kind of selfish.
Okay. Well, what else you got for me? Or they pretty much constitute it all?
They constitute it all.
Okay. What you think? What make it the relationship perfect? What things y'all need to do, not do, whatever?
I would say knowing that neither one of us is going to be perfect constitutes a perfect relationship, because I come with my baggage, my traumas, all of that, and you coming with yours. So not having the expectation that it's just gonna always be unicorns and rainbows all the time. Just really wanting to put in the work for us to like get to know each other, get to know each other's triggers.
Yeah.
childhood trauma, like all of that, and then building from that. Not letting that hold us back, but building from that. Honesty, and then just like make me a priority. Like, prioritize your relationship, because I'm gonna do the same.
What things do you think should be over the relationship, or is the relationship the top thing?
No, God first. By all means. Because if you don't submit to Him, how I'm gonna submit to you? Because you submit to the wrong thing. God first. Then I would say like your career to a certain standpoint, especially at this age, because we all building towards something. Like I'm 24, I'm not necessarily where I want to be, forever. So, kind of like your career or your goals and ambitions, but not letting that get in the way of quality time, like date nights and stuff like that. So it's like a give and
balance
take with
the career.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say probably the number one thing to build a perfect relationship is both of y'all gotta study. Like both of y'all gotta sit down and learn how the fuck to make a perfect relationship. Like, cause if, like you said, you're not perfect and I'm not perfect, the people around us not perfect, the perfect relationship is just not gonna fucking come. Right. You gotta intentionally learn and study this shit. So I think that's the first thing. Cause like everything in existence, this stand, this mic, these chairs, started as a thought. And then from the thought, they pulled it from their brain into the physical manifestation of it. So if I want a perfect relationship, first I'm gonna sit down and see, I don't know where the fuck to start. Let me just start Googling shit, buy some books, this, that, and third. All right, cool. Let me learn how to build a perfect relationship. Now I feel like after that, it's just about cutting everything off that's gonna get in the way of it, because everything like slow down and die because of friction. Like I was looking at this the other day. The stars dying, the earth dying, we dying as human beings. Everything that comes into birth or comes into creation die eventually because of friction. Now, this the interesting thing I realized. This is why I asked y'all this. Say for instance, like the planet or the stars, our average life expectancy like 70 years or so. The stars and shit live for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. So I'm like, okay, cool. What the hell is the difference? Like, why they live so goddamn long and we don't? Now, one of the biggest differences is the moon and stars and Earth, even though it's going against some friction, and that's the reason it's like dying, but it's dying so slow because the laws that it obey, like in moving the way it move or whatever, like slow down the dying process. So I'm like, okay, cool. If we want a perfect relationship and we don't want our relationship to die, we have to put certain laws in place and we follow these laws to a damn T. And then, cool, we'll slow the aging process of our relationship. So I'm like, all right, cool. What fucking laws the planets follow? All right, then a type of orbit. They do this, they do that. All right, cool. These things make it like go against the less friction as possible. So I was like, okay, what's some friction in our relationship? Like, what kills our fucking relationships? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, first let's cut off the outside shit, like outside of us too, and then let's work on the friction like within us. So what outside frictions y'all think come in a relationship?
So I'm gonna start by saying, like, back to your analogy, like about the stars, the sun, the moon, like knowing your purpose. So you don't see a star trying to be.
You gonna leave me hanging?
Oh, my bad.
What's wrong with her?
You don't see the stars trying to be the sun or the sun try to be the moon. So knowing your purpose in your relationship, knowing that y'all working with each other towards a common goal, not against each other, or not two people working towards two separate things. So I feel like knowing your purpose is a good foundational thing. Like, what are we building towards in this?
So I feel like there's probably more of a inside the inside frictions. Yeah. So
I mean, not necessarily though, because sometimes just depending on where you are with dating, like my goal might just be like, it might not be being in a relationship with you. I might just want to have fun right now.
Okay.
And if I don't communicate that my purpose is not to be in a relationship with you, then we working towards two totally different things and everything just thrown off.
Okay. So what's some inside friction y'all need to eliminate?
Inside friction, I feel like maybe social media, like the influence social media has on relationships right now.
Okay. Now, I switch them. I say the social media is an outside influence and the purpose is inside.
I feel like social media kind of affects how you view yourself, though. Some people, it changes your perception of like what I'm supposed to be doing, what I'm supposed to look like,
comparing everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, but I guess both could go
in either way.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else?
We still on inside or outside?
It don't even matter whichever
I
one.
said outside would be time. Okay. Like if we still doing the celestial comparison, like the sun knows when it should come up, right?
Yeah.
And then the moon knows. But sometimes in a relationship, like our value system is off for a time.
Okay.
And that forces us to, you know, like maximize one aspect of the relationship and then minimize the other. So if I know that you want to, if I know that you know that's Saturday our date night, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just Netflix and chill,
okay,
right? But you have those outside influences, like you want to go hang with your homeboys, football game coming on, you want to go get a massage for the ladies, you want to get your makeup done. So I just kind of feel like you have to know that there must be a balance in time, because once a woman feels like she's not a priority, I just kind of feel like it just kind of goes downhill from there.
Okay.
So you have to have that balance in time. And I think time is a very, very huge outside factor that kind of hinders relationships.
Okay, yeah. I feel like that's a good point. I feel like both of y'all just made some good points. Shit, what else? What about friends? I feel like that's an outside factor.
Friends could be. Yeah, friends could be. But you got to think about it, though. Your friends have walked with you throughout all of your relationships, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, your friends don't want you to repeat. So it's not that they don't mean well. It's just like, well, you know, this just happened with Jim Bob, right? So, you know, like, are we attracting the same type of man?
Okay.
But also, your friend can act as a counselor because she probably went through it, you know? So just in my homegirl circle, I use it as that. I'm never going to tell you should leave that man or this is not going to work. I'm going to focus on the friend always, like your health, like your mental health, not him. So,
now, this the problem I got, like, with friends, like, you know, like whether it's like my friends or my girlfriends or whatever. It's like, say if you my friend, I'm not even gonna use that, because the dudes and the girl, like them friendships, like if both of y'all my friends, and let's say I find both of y'all attractive, and in the back of my head I low key want to sleep with both of y'all, my advice is not gonna be the best advice to y'all. Like if y'all say y'all going through whatever relationship problems y'all going through, I might throw some shit out there. If I'm this type of dude, I might throw some shit out there like, hey, you really need to leave that nigga. Like, right, that nigga lame, that nigga this, that nigga that. All right, fool, that's probably not even the fucking advice you was looking for.
And then I think it's all about knowing when to go to your friends and your family about your problems, because I've learned, like, with family specifically, you can go to them about a problem and then you passed it, you done moved on, and your family still hold on to it. Hold on to it. There's definitely friction, because dang, like, I'm really family oriented. So if my mama don't fuck with you and I want you to come to Sunday dinner, like, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
So it's all about knowing when to keep it in house and, you know, when it's okay to be.
When do you think is the right time to go to somebody else?
Honestly, it's really up to you. Like, you know your folks. So if you know this something that they gonna be like, oh, hell no. Keep that. Unless you don't see the stars trying to be the sun or the sun try to be the moon. So knowing your purpose in your relationship, knowing that y'all working with each other towards a common goal, not against each other, or not two people working towards two separate things.
All right, I say even if it's something bad and toxic, like you said, I would rather you tell the small shit. You see what I'm saying? Than the, like you said, the bad toxic shit, because this still might be some. Now, of course, if it's worse, it's gonna take longer for us to mend, but this still is mendable. You see what I'm saying?
But women, we're big on support. So, like, my best friend, she helped me through everything, like literally everything. So if it's something big that I know I can't carry by myself, and I'm at odds with my man, I'm gonna turn to my best friend, because one, I know she's gonna give me sound advice. She's not gonna be the friend that be like, "Oh, leave," or whatever. But she's gonna be that sense of support for me. Like, I don't want to feel by myself. I don't want to feel alone. So
now, this my thing with it. It's like, bro, if you run to somebody, I would advise, like, myself, my girl, whoever, the only person you should run to is somebody who been fucking married for 1,000,000 years, that's happy as hell in their marriage. You running to your whole friend, or your friend that just got into this relationship, or this person or that person, who gives a fuck about their opinion? Like, 9 times out of 10, this is what they gonna be. You my friend, I'm gonna take your side, right or wrong. That shit sound good. Like, if we was going to war, like, I'm behind your back, right or wrong. In this fucking example, that's not fucking smart.
They just go back to knowing your folks. Like, you know who to go to when you want some good sound advice, and you know who to go to when you just want to hear you right. We all got a friend that's gonna tell us, "Yeah, girl, fuck these niggas." And we got a friend that's gonna be like, "Nah, friend, you might want to look at it like this, or have you tried this solution?" I got 2 in my friend group where if I want to just know I'm right, I know who to go to. If I want to be held accountable, I know who to go to.
Okay, what
I think it's for me. I take the small pebbles to my mom.
Okay,
like, I talk to my mom every day, to the point where she's married, right? She's been married for almost 40 years, so I just kind of feel like she's going to give me that sound advice that I need. She knows her child, so I can't pull anything over her head. So who better to go to than your mom?
Now, this what I would ask. And you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but is it a happy marriage? Because a lot of times people be married a long time. It's like, I still want to go to this person or that person for advice. It's like, y'all might bicker all the time with this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying?
They've had their challenges, but one thing I do know and understand, she's gonna always give me solid advice. No matter what she has went through, she's gonna always give me solid advice, and it's not based on her experiences.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
She's gonna give me advice on what I need to do at the time.
Okay,
yep,
that's good.
So that's me. I have to take the small pebbles, because I can't let it get to worry. Like, I can't let what I'm going through get to worry, because I kind of feel like it just kind of go haywire after that. So I just kind of take the small pebbles and just ask her, like, am I overthinking?
Yeah.
Should it go like this? And she'll go ahead and let me know, if it's something worth investing into, or, just drop the discussion. Because for me, I'm persistent. So I know I have to work on that. But I want to know with mom, is it okay? Is it okay to pursue, or should I just back down on a discussion and be like, okay, you win,
Yeah.
So that's like one of my biggest challenges, like saying,
I feel like this important too. I ain't like had this talking so long. This was a while ago, but I was telling somebody, I'm like, bro, a lot of times, whether it's the male or the woman in a relationship, we want to win the argument or conversation so much that we'll win the conversation and lose the person. Like, it's like, bro, I know I'm right. I want to prove I'm right. And you pushing so hard that you right. You was right. You did win and lost the fucking person. Like, it's not worth it. Like, y'all know the example, like, lose the battle, win the war. Like, that's the approach I learned to take, because I'm just like an aggressive person, like, period. And my girl say this all the time. She like, can you do this way, do this way, because, like, you just too aggressive, like, and I don't be thinking I'm good. Like, I think, bro, I'm like, I'll be thinking, as long as I'm saying the truth, that's all that matters.
You gotta be soft with it.
Yeah, you gotta have a soft spot.
I be thinking, like, bro, whether I'm saying it loud, quiet, cursing, not cursing, like, bro, if I'm saying the truth, I'm thinking, because this how I am with my brothers. I'm like, no matter what we saying to each other, like no matter what me and my brother's saying, if I'm saying truth, they able to bypass how I'm saying it.
The emotion.
Yeah.
See, we can't bypass the emotion.
Yeah.
Like, we need you to lead with the emotion.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Because
if the emotion is wrong, the message is not going to be heard.
Thanks.
And then sometimes it's not even tone of voice, it's how you're saying it.
Delivery.
Like, it's the difference between being like, damn, your shoes ugly. And being like, let's try these shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I learned that the hard way. Like I bump heads with my girl multiple times. Not my girl now, like everything's smooth now, but my previous relationship, we bump heads all the time. Cause I'm damn sure winning the argument. I'm damn sure winning the conversation. But it's like it'll be wiser if I say, okay, you know what? I'll let you win. I'll let you get the satisfaction from this talk. I'll let you win this whole week. And the following week, I might revisit what we saying in a different way, a different approach. Yep. Then, after you had time to calm down, I had time to calm down. You had time to ponder on this. I had time to ponder on it. When we revisit it, now you can see what I'm saying because you probably weren't even able to understand me at first. So, that's a good one. Like I really had to learn that. And I feel like dudes like know to do that to a certain extent. Like you know not to keep bickering with your woman, girl. Like it ain't too much things sharper than a black woman tongue. So you keep trying to go back and forth, it's not gonna work. But I feel like a lot of times our women, that's why I'm happy that you said you be like thinking it to yourself. A lot of times our women probably don't know when to like let it go. Like she like, gee, we not finna fucking get up and leave this house until like everything like understood.
Everything it needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
Right? So I've learned, in my experience, like,
and I think that
tomorrow is okay.
You have to also make sure the woman feels heard, though. This is where a lot of the persistence comes in, because it's like you're not hearing me, like you're just not, because you're responding.
What makes you feel not heard? Like, what do he do? Because, like, say if he might be hearing you, but he's still giving you the signs that he not. So, what's the signs that he not hearing you?
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change, and then you're listening to respond. You're not listening to just actively listen to what I'm saying.
It doesn't change. Like if I've told you 5 times, I've told you in a soft way, I told you in a subtle way, I told you like in passing. Yeah. It's like you gotta hear me. So when I'm loud and bodacious, you're angry black woman. No, I said it like all week.
Yeah.
I said it all week, and you like completely dismissed it. But we'll get to it tomorrow. Just go to sleep, So like, when are we going to talk about it? So no, I'm not a brat. I'm not spoiled, but you cannot dismiss me. Like, do not dismiss my emotions, because that's, like she said, that's where the persistence gonna be. Like, hey,
if we feel
like instantly. Hey, about yesterday, are we gonna talk about that type of thing?
Like, I had this like subject a couple days ago. I was saying that, say, like you said, the yelling, the screaming, like, okay, now I'm irritated because like you've been putting it off. I was saying a lot of times, at least this is how I am. This is how a lot of dudes I know are. I ain't gonna speak for every possible dude on the earth, but since we masculine, the way we respond to masculinity is in a like more violent way, whether it's physical violence, verbal violence, whatever. So say if I'm talking to one of the guys and they like stand up, poke their chest out, or they get loud, it's a good chance like this gonna end physically. So because like you a man, I'm a man. Like since I'm a man, this is the way I respond to masculine things coming at me. Like I'ma respond to it with more masculinity. Like that's just how it is.
On the flip side, before we even get to yelling at you or whatever else, why didn't you respond?
Facts. I'm not arguing that at all.
Like not. Like, I'm not. Well, I can't speak for every woman, but me personally, I'm gonna, kind of bring it to your attention without making it too intense. Like it's gonna be more casual. Yeah. And then the next time it's gonna be a little bit more serious. Like, hey, I kind of mentioned this. Maybe you didn't understand how important this is to me. That third time.
You going out. Like I said, like it gives me more power to like act in my masculine. You see what I'm saying? Like say if I'm like real soft spoken, this, that, and the third, you or my brothers or whoever else might not respect me as much as a man. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm acting more feminine than I am masculine. And that's not to say if you speak soft, you a feminine man, but just follow along with the analogy. Don't get soft on me. So If I'm acting more like out of my emotions instead of logical and this, that, and the third, you'll be like, that's not a man I want to follow. Like, that's not a man I want to submit to. Like, vice versa, a woman get more power from her feminine. Like, me trying to get power in a feminine way as a man won't work well. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa, a woman trying to get power as like acting in her masculine won't work well.
I feel like you don't have to give out hella masculine energy to assert dominance though as a man. Like sometimes a man being vulnerable is more powerful than you just like yelling at me.
In certain instances, yes, like yelling at somebody is wrong. Like I'm not saying that's a masculine trait that would like you should exert to give you power. Like the masculine trait in that situation would be not to yell and to like articulate your words in a good way where she understands. Like that's the masculine. It's feminine to yell because now you're not being logical and you only being emotional. Like if I want you to understand what I'm saying and I start yelling, that's the most feminine thing I can do in this situation because I didn't assess the situation properly and see exactly how I should go about it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to say that being angry and yelling is the masculine thing, but say if like y'all said, y'all been calm, y'all been patient, and he's still, like you said, not doing nothing has changed. He not listening, not understanding you. If y'all go to, okay, this the third, this the fourth time, I'm going to yell, I'm going to push you out. Now, that's, like I said, the previous example, like, this give me the type of vibe, like, how my brothers are coming to me, like, with their chest out. Now, I'm finna respond in a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying? But it's common sense that if y'all trying to be calm 2-3 times, this fourth time, y'all going to try a different approach since it ain't been working. I say, if y'all already tried however many ways y'all want to try it, instead of getting masculine with him, leave his ass. Like, cause I feel like getting masculine not gonna. It's if being feminine didn't bring out the change, being masculine really not gonna bring out the change. So if your first way or first couple ways didn't work, leave his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what if it's a marriage? What would you tell somebody who's married?
Because ultimately, like you said, for your brothers, it's a challenge of masculinity, right? Yeah. For us, it's never that. Yeah. For us, it's a challenge to be heard or a challenge for change. Yeah. So I feel the feminine approach to him would work for me. Yeah. Because I'm a powerful woman, so I kind of feel that if he comes to me and be like, baby, you're right, baby. You was right. I was wrong. I think it's gonna instantly calm me down. Like it's going to instantly. But if he comes to me like this, we're going blow for blow. But if he's masculine, he should have the power to bring me from 100 to 0.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't arguing that at all. I feel like you're hitting on the head. Like a lot of times we just come at each other wrong. Like, for example, like I said, if my girl got a disagreement, and I told her this 100 times, like before we even had a disagreement, so I can like make sure you don't fuck up. I told her, bro, if you upset, don't ever come like yell and try to curse me out. I'm not gonna respond to that will, girl. Like you said, that now I feel like it's a challenge of masculinity, and I'm not doing this on purpose. Like I didn't really sit down and say, okay, if my girl yelling at me, I'ma yell back. No, it's just like an instant reflex thing. Like, you coming like this? Okay, I'm gonna come like this. You see what I'm saying? So just like you said, if the dude was to come back at you more sensitive, more, that'll work. Like I ain't arguing that at all. Like a lot of times our women might come at our dudes too masculine to where the dude get aggressive. And the dudes come at the girl masculine, knowing, like y'all said, she more emotional. Like you can't come in her like just saying the truth, or you saying, okay, I know I'm saying the truth, so she'll understand. No, the fuck she won't. Like, all truth will go out the window. She wasn't even focused on what you said. She focused on how you said it.
The lyric.
Yeah, and now she like, fuck the whole conversation.
I think that goes back to what I was saying about, like, the importance of knowing each other's triggers and traumas. Because if you grew up with a man who was, like, masculine without doing all the yelling or whatever, you're not gonna tolerate that from nobody else. I tell everybody, like, don't yell at me. My own daddy don't yell at me. Yep. Like, my stepdad does not yell at me. So you can't think you finna come and communicate to me like that. My mama was more of a yeller.
Yeah.
So me knowing that, I have to be like, okay, that's what you saw, but that's not necessarily okay. She's worked on it the older she's gotten, but it's like, don't continue that behavior. Yeah. So if I tell you not to yell at me, who am I to turn around and be like, it's not cool.
Like, but I feel like a girl or a woman being calm is like the best thing ever. Like, especially say if you're a dude and you dated around or whatever, you probably dated with this girl, she was off the wall. Like, you do the smallest thing, she on your ass. When you date a girl that's calm and like, say I did something to piss this girl off, like she didn't start yelling out of nowhere, but after I pissed her off, that's how she handled it. Let's say I pissed this girl off. After I pissed her off, she was still like super calm. She didn't yell. She just like.
She got a side nigga.
You said what?
She got a side
nigga. So you think if the girl don't like trip on you, she doing something else?
She don't care.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I disagree on that because I'm really and she knows this. It take a lot for me to just
snap.
Yeah, like to go off. Like I still like talk my shit. I be like, all right, you tripping, like da da da, and get it off my chest. But for me to go off, it has to be something like crazy. Like you just done went too far left. And I think that's just my personality. I'm more nonchalant than I am. Like, if anything, I act like I don't care before I take it.
Okay.
So she just don't act like she don't care. It's the same. Like she don't have a side nigga, but she's so nonchalant about it. Her passion is to be quiet, right? Whatever. But for me, my passion is to be. Vocal. I need you to know it's vocal. Yeah. I'm vocal. I'm gonna say, not every single thing you do, but I need you to know and understand. Like you said, let's go ahead and identify these triggers at the beginning, and let's work towards a common goal because we can't do this to her relationship. Like that's just we're just not gonna be able to do it. And I just kind of feel like sometimes men, and I'm very equal, but I just kind of feel like men, they forget the common goal. Mm-hmm. Like once you get invested into the relationship, I think they kind of go to sleep.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think they kind of go to sleep.
That's a good point.
So while we're still working towards the goal because we're goal already, like not saying that y'all aren't, but we're trying to win the game, the whole relationship. Y'all just like, okay, put me in, coach, but we're trying to win the game.
Okay. Now, my brother Jeremy, he said something similar to your point. He was saying a lot of times us as men, we know like to protect and provide. But he said what we leave out is maintenance. Yep, like we'll start the relationship going hard. Like, all right, bam, I'm doing this for. I'm making time. I'm like communicating these type of ways. And like you said about going to sleep after we feel like, oh shit, I get this shit down. Hey, like my girl pretty happy with me. Everything started to slack. And he was saying with maintenance, you can't slack on maintenance. If you got a Benz, you gotta get this oil changed however so frequently. You gotta get this checked up. You gotta get this checked up, a tune up, and this, that, and the third. Once you say, well, I had the car for a year or two, shit, it's been working good. I'm not gonna get it maintenance no more. It's shut down. He was like, if your car required that much maintenance, a woman is by far more complex than a car. Okay. So if you need your car checked up on every month, every 2-3 months, you damn near need your girl checked up on every week, every 2-3 days of the week or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's a good point. Like, and I feel like everybody gotta make sure like we don't fall asleep on it, like men and women. Like, all right, cool. What make my girl happy? All right, let me write. Like, I like write shit down. Like, I gotta. If I just sit here and try to think and like don't write shit down, I forget all type of shit. Like, I like make a real list. Like, what make my girl happy? This. Okay. How frequent do she want these things done? All right, cool. Check the list every week, every couple days, whatever. Oh, damn, I did not do this for like a week or two. Like, let me make sure.
Y'all need to
that's a
pay
good
attention
gym.
to that because I feel like men are more forgetful. Like, y'all.
What? But I don't remember shit from yesterday.
I had to learn it though. Like my last relationship, that annoyed the hell out of me. But I've learned like that's a man thing. Like that's just something that's gonna come with any man you encounter. So guys,
it's not
write that shit down.
It's weird. I like the way she said it. It's not intentional.
It's not.
You have to learn it. Like, okay, they did a lot throughout the day, just like we have. But it's not that it's not important to them, but I'm actually doing it because it's important to you. So yeah, you're gonna have to remind me.
Yeah, like bro, what like that's important. Like a lot of times, like say if it's okay, I'm gonna use this for example, like going on dates. I'm not a huge let's go do this, like I'm a like super like basic person. Like I just chill, grab something to eat, watch some TV. Like I'm straight. If we do that every day for 6 months, I won't be like, the relationship getting bored. Like I'm not the type of person like, oh babe, we gotta go to an amusement park. You see what I'm saying? My girl is like, she real like she love dates. She love doing all this little cute shit. I don't think like that. So just like how you said, we doing this for you. So this not finna be on the forefront of my damn brain. So it'll go like, she'll want to do at least one date night a week. It probably been like 2 weeks. We ain't do a date night. I haven't even thought about a damn thing. Like it's not that I'm purposely straying away from date nights. This hasn't even crossed my damn brain for me to stray away from it or not. It's like, cool. I'm thinking, gee, the relationship good. We're gonna go. She come out of nowhere. It's been 2 weeks and we ain't have that. I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, cool. Like, let's play in something. Like, I wasn't intentionally putting this shit off. Like you said, like, bro, I'm doing this for you. This is not a for me thing. So I'm not feeling.
And I think you gotta learn how your person is wired. So I'm a date night girl.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say one of the guys I'm talking to, he not purposely, planning dates. I don't mind planning dates. I don't mind being like, I mean, you don't have to pay for it probably. But I don't mind being like, hey, I saw this, like, do you want to go? Like 90% of the time. Yeah. You might surprise me with the other 10, but just knowing how your person is wired, it's that give and take. Because I'm sure it's some stuff as women that we forget that may be important to y'all, that y'all might be like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it anyway.
Yeah.
So just knowing your person.
I 100% agree with that. Like, if my girl planning on me to plan the dates, gee, we won't be going out in a long time.
Like, that's where I am. Like, he's gonna have to plan it because I don't have the time in my schedule.
Yeah,
so it just really depends on where you are. Because I used to love date nights like once a week, but now I'm struggling to try to get one in a month. So it just depends on where you are.
Like, how she like lead the dates, like she lead the relationship on where we go.
Oh, I got a cool thing you can do to help you. I met this guy a few years ago, like in the beginning dating phase. He told me to write down 10 places in Memphis that I wanted to travel.
Okay.
He told me to write down 6 states that I wanted to travel.
Okay.
And he told me to do 3 lavish vacations that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And he just went from there. Like he planned all of the dates according to those things that I chose. So that's a good thing that you can do too. It was cool. Like when he first asked, I was like, let me think about it. But yeah, he did 10 things in the city, 5 states, and then 3 lavish.
Okay. Like I give my girl full control over the creative shit in a relationship. Like, you want to go on a date? You want to do this? Yeah. We can do whatever the hell you want to do. Like, as long as she don't do some shit, I'm just like, no to. Like, she asked me to watch in cities. No. Like,
watch what?
In cities. Oh, no, I told her ass no. Like, other than that, it's like,
to just go back to knowing your person.
Yeah. You gotta know.
I leave the shit as far as like, okay, we finna read this book. We finna read this many pages. We finna go to the gym. Like, I don't want to say the more important shit because the date night shit is important to keep y'all relationship alive. But I do the shit that got like more logic and structure to it. Like, I throw her the control over the other shit. Yeah, like, where we go eat at, bro, I don't fucking care, babe. Wherever you want to go eat, like, we can go eat. I'll focus on, okay, this book is about this, is about that. We need this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the shit I go into it about. I'm like, all right, we need to go to the gym this many times a week. We don't need to be fat asses. A lot of people fucking fat asses. Like, we don't need to eat these foods. Like, we can go to whatever restaurant you want to go to, but we not eating this. We not eating. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit. Like,
that balance of power. Yeah. I think that's very important as a man, because some men be like, "Oh, submit." Yeah. But it's like, bro, it's really it's a partnership. Yeah. Like, you're not just dragging me with you. Like, it's a partnership. Okay. Like, I respect you to lead me, but my thoughts, opinions, and feelings are also valid and important.
And I feel like this the thin line between being a leader in a relationship, because it's some shit I have to tune out what my girl's saying and not listen to her, because say for instance I say, babe, we need to go to the gym, and she say, oh, I'm tired. I can't be like, okay, babe, just because you're tired, like, no, I still gotta be like, babe, get your ass up, like, let's go to the gym. Then it's a fine line you don't want to cross, because some shit you don't need to ignore what she's saying. Like, it's some shit you can be like, all right, babe, I learned not to say this, because like I said, I can say this to my brothers and not to her. I'd be like, babe, just being soft, like, still get the shit done. It's some stuff she not being soft, and I need to, as the leader, take in what she's saying and apply it to whatever goal we finna do. Like, if she say, like one time, we was jogging, and she was saying her breast was hurting because her bra. Other times, like, if we at the gym, she say, oh, my leg hurt. I'm like, babe, push through it. What the hell? Like, this the point.
You're right.
That time, I'm like, okay. If I say, babe, keep running, she probably get pissed the fuck off and go get back in the car. So it's like, it's some shit you gotta, okay, like, I gotta be more understanding. Because if I was with one of my brothers and you tell me some of your clothes hurt you, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, keep running. Like, what the hell is you talking about? So it's tricky.
It's like balance. It's like she said, it always goes back to balance. And you just want to make sure that you are allowing her to lead as well. Yeah. And then you're leading too. So, like, you're really more of a guide. Yeah. You know, I think some men focus on leadership versus facilitation.
Yeah. Yeah. Then back to what you said, like, I learned, bro, you can't be pushy on nobody. If this person not whatever program you with, you have to say, damn, I really do like this person. I really do enjoy this person. But, like, you gotta split. Like, yeah, like, y'all gotta separate, because if I say I want a girl who will, like, not dress promiscuously, right? But I get with a girl that she like, nah, like, this all I'm for. For me to try to sit here and say, baby need just like this, baby need just like that, because she gonna start tuning this shit out. I'm gonna get pissed off because I'm constantly saying the same shit. Just get with somebody who either A, already on that same path, like a girl that already dressed the way you want her to dress, or, like, identify that in the beginning stages. Like, don't get too deep. Be like, look, this is the type of girl I want. Is you that type of girl? Like, is she gonna hit you with a yes or no? Like, if she hit you with a no, don't try to keep forcing the change on her. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna piss her the fuck off. Y'all gonna bump heads. Y'all gonna break up anyway. So why not do the shit from the jump? Now, going back to the outside, like, frictions we need to cut off. What do y'all feel about environments? Like, is there certain environments y'all shouldn't be in, or y'all partners shouldn't be in, or y'all feel like any environment straight, like, you just need to have the discipline?
I like that. I think any environment is straight with necessary measures. Like, we're not doing this every night now. You're not going to hang out at the club with your homeboy every night, because though we're strong, we're human, right? Yeah. So I need you to be disciplined enough to know I can hang with the homeboys at whatever nightclub that y'all are going to, or the bars that you're going to. Let's get a schedule. Get a schedule, and then, you know, let's put some necessary measures. Let's not take six beers tonight, baby. Let's just do 2 beers with the homies tonight, and just go from there. Because I kind of feel like when it's around you, that temptation is something serious, right? So it's not that I'm saying that, and my ex had a problem with that. It wasn't that I'm trying to police you and tell you can't go anywhere, but temptation is serious. Right. So if you're constantly being faced with that, I'm already bickering with you because I want you to do this, that, and third. Yeah. You see this $40 hoe at this at this establishment. So it's just like, you know what, fuck you might not even be mad at me. You probably don't even want to do that.
It's just
but
like, it's present.
It's present.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
so
convenient.
I just kind of feel like that convenience sometimes it hinders our discipline.
Yeah. What do you think?
I agree. I think any environment is cool. Just have boundaries. Like you know what? If you wouldn't do it while I was there,
right?
I mean, let your hair down because there's certain stuff you would probably say or maybe even do that you wouldn't necessarily do around your woman. But if I'm looking at you, would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what's cool and what's not. So by all means, go out with your boys, have fun, whatever, but respect them boundaries.
Okay. I say like all environments not cool because it's basically the same thing y'all just saying. My initial answer is different. Like exactly how you say with the temptations. I would say don't even go because the temptation in this area is so strong. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically the same thing where y'all would still permit y'all partner to go. I would say, why would you go? Like, for example.
Because I feel like, I mean, if I trust you, I mean, why not? Because I'm sure it's going to be times when my girls call me like, hey, we going da-da-da-da. I expect you to trust me and to know that I'm not out here embarrassing you. I'm not doing nothing that I wouldn't do in your presence. Yep. So why not?
Is that why you gave him the permission? Because you know you would want to go with your friends?
Because I'm a homebody. I don't like to really go out, but I know a lot. For some reason, the guys that I attract are more social. I guess opposites attract. So no, not at all. It's just, you know, I just go do what you do.
Okay. Like I'm a put it in this type of analogy. Your girl is the number one thing that gives you peace. Like your girl is your heaven. Like it's no other thing you can derive that much pleasure from other than the right woman. Like, and not just for the physical attributes, like not just sex or laying up with this, that, and third, but how she can make like her heart a home for you. You know what I'm saying? So if this is the number one thing to give me the most happiness, let's paint the picture as far as she like an all white room, like a little pure room. Am I gonna say I trust somebody in this room? No. Like, lock the fucking door. Nobody can come in. Like, if a nigga say, "Fool, just let me walk in. I ain't gonna get it dirty." That's me like doing the trust card, right? Why would I take that chance? If this the number one thing, the number one like source of happiness outside of myself, why would I give you the opportunity to fuck it up?
But is that wouldn't you rather she have the, like, let's say she's the room, right?
Okay.
Wouldn't you rather she police herself and be like, nah, you can't come in here. My man won't like that. As opposed to you being the one that's like, nah, y'all can't come in.
I would like that. I think everybody would like that.
So I feel like this the opportunity for her to be like, yeah, I'm cute, like I'm outside, but nah, you can't get my number. Like my man he ain't going for that.
Now I'm gonna put
that's
it like
the integrity part.
Yeah. Okay. Like I would be like, shit, period.
Now the
like,
first thing is, do y'all think a lot of people got integrity? I would say no. So it's a good chance the person you just ran into probably don't.
I think
I can't even be worried about the other person.
I ultimately think women do.
Okay.
I think we're looked at as not for whatever reason, maybe because our physical attributes, and then we're just cool as hell. But I really think if we are into you, can't nobody touch you. You can't get to us.
I don't see nobody else.
I'm serious like the room.
Okay.
And I'm honestly telling you the truth. I really feel like if we vibing with you, you don't see nobody else.
Now, I would say y'all two might not be lying right now, but that damn show don't speak for the entirety of women. You say what I'm saying? Y'all probably see like, damn, if I'm really in love with somebody, I can't see myself giving myself to nobody else. But I can guarantee you, it's some other women that's otherwise.
Would be, why are you with them if you can't trust them? If you don't feel that they have integrity, why we even doing this?
I feel like it's a good chance you don't know until it's too late. I might really trust this person.
It's gonna be red flags.
Yeah, you're gonna see the flags.
I do think it's gonna be red flags, but the problem with that is you assuming that the man in this situation is equipped enough to peep the red flags. If you don't have enough experience with women, you might not know what to look for.
You might not be ready for no.
I think this man that does not know how to identify red flags may just need to vibe.
Yeah, okay. You need to learn before you commit.
Now, that's the case. I thought about this too. Like I thought about saying the same thing y'all saying, but the problem with it is, in doing so, I'm persuading men to go through a stage where they're just having sex with women and
they should vibing. Don't mean I think sex with everybody. Though.
I think that men and women should both vibe. Okay. Like you need to, because if you do not pick your fruit, how do you know
which one the best? Okay. Now, like I said, since I thought about this before, I really don't see too many flaws with it. Like, cause I thought about saying the same thing, but the problem with it is, if I'm a man and I'm just going around having sex with women,
not like, sex vibing,
but I'd be crazy to suggest this to dudes and expect them not to have sex. Like, say if you with a girl, if you vibing with her, you find her attractive. You're not finna vibe with an ugly person. So if I find this girl attractive, and y'all know, like I know, men are goddamn horny 24/8. So if I'm with this girl, it's a good chance that I'ma try to have sex. You see what I'm saying? Like it won't be realistic for me to suggest you kick it with all these beautiful women and not have sex with nobody.
You can have sex with, a selection of them if you choose. I'm not sure how many you're vibing with, because you got to realize too, vibing with that many energies is exhausting.
Okay.
So you have to understand that, have a safe number that you're going to vibe with. And it's expensive because you're going to have to cater.
What I say that needs. All the time. Bro, for the girl talking to multiple dudes, it's not expensive. She not paying for shit anyway. For you talking to 3-4 girls, you going on 3-4 dates. Yeah. You FaceTime 3-4 times a day. Yeah. All this other shit. Like, bro, this shit give me a headache. Bro.
That's what I think. Make sure you have a cutoff, a safe cutoff with the vibe. And because it can be exhausting.
If you don't vibe, like for me, like I took time to just be by myself, be single, date. And I was put in situations where I learned like what some of my deal breakers were. So like if I didn't take the time to do that, if I was presented with that in my actual relationship, I'd be like, damn, like why didn't I notice that way before now? But with dating, now I'm like, no.
See, a lot of folks, and I feel like girls don't really have this problem as much as dudes, because as a woman, 100 dudes a month trying to shoot that shot at you in a DM, Snapchat, whatever, in person, you go out, cool. So you get dating experience, even if you're not choosing to date the dudes.
I think that's a common misconception though, because some people, they just want to fuck you. They don't want to date you.
I agree. I'm not arguing that at all, but you still get the male interaction.
Okay.
With a lot of dudes, unless you got a mouthpiece, unless you like work on yourself to be attractive. And I say attractive is not enough to be a dude getting women, but a lot of dudes don't have a lot of female experiences. That's why dudes would be like more likely to hold on to something that's not working than a girl holding on to it, because she know she can find replacements. Like, it's all type of dudes trying to get at her. So in her head, it's like, I'm giving you a shot and you fucking up. Yeah, I can get something else. You know what I'm saying? But a dude has far more interactions with women than a woman has with men. Like, if you go through the common dude DMs, is him reaching out to women or is nothing at all? If you go to a woman DM, she probably don't even got pictures of, goddamn. And she can scroll for days. So in doing so, since y'all get more male interactions, y'all know how to peep red flags. Like, better than dudes that know how to peep red flags. So if I'm the common dude that don't get a lot of female interactions and I'm with a girl, I might not be able to say, oh, she doing this. This leads to that. You see what I'm saying? I'll probably just be going with the flow. So I do agree with what y'all saying as far as the vibe and to get the experience, to know what's up. But if I go have sex with a couple girls and not commit to them, this doing a couple different things. Is making them like build a bond or relationship with me that will carry over into their actual relationship. Like, and I don't feel like folks talk about this enough. Like, I would say most of the time, because like it's only like some women say, nah, like I can have sex and they only be there. Like, it's not really an attachment or whatever. And that sound good in theory, but this shit's still not true. You might wholeheartedly believe that to the point where you don't necessarily feel a change, or you don't notice like something off. So you thinking, nah, it's the same thing. But the reality of it is, men and women, when I have sex with her and she has sex with me, I'm creating a bond with her, she creating a bond with me. This bond might be negative, this bond might be positive. But if I just go sleep with different women, I'm ruining the purity of that woman. You see what I'm saying? So in my end, I probably don't give a fuck. Like, this girl, I don't fucking know or whatever. I'm like, she look good. She wanted to have sex. I want to have sex. We good. I'm getting the experience we talking about. I know how to vet women more, this, that, and the third. I'm like, gee, straight. But when you look deep into it, it's still a lot of downsides with it. So that's why I'm like, bro, I don't know what my advice would be. Like, I agree with y'all. Dudes should be able to identify the red flags.
I think you got to know your own personal boundaries. So you got to hold yourself to a certain standard. Because vibing with me don't mean I'm having sex with you. Okay. Like, period. Some people, like, their own self-standards might be like, shit, if it happened, it happened. But you got to know within yourself what standard you hold yourself to. Because if you vibing, you know, vibe. But that could look different for different people. Yeah. So if my definition of vibing is we just dating, getting to know each other, and then if it goes there, cool, then cool. But some people, it's like, shit, just sex. It might be. Yeah. So you got to hold yourself to your own personal standard.
I feel like with a dude, it's like hit or miss. Like, I
that's
feel like
why he got to hold himself. He has to hold himself accountable. Y'all got integrity too. Like, y'all can decide not to put y'all dick in everything. Facts. Like, just because you horny don't mean.
Facts. Now, I'm not arguing that at all. Like, everybody, men and women, should practice sexual discipline. But just speaking for the average man or woman, they don't.
They need to work on it.
They have to work on it. They need to work on themselves. Yeah. Like, if you don't have sexual discipline, that's a you problem. Like, you seriously need to, because I'm not trying to create soul ties with a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that goes back to what you're saying. Like, we do have hundreds of people in our DM every single day, but you got to think about it. We have to be emotionally invested into those people. Yep. So for me, I have to disagree with the statement, because I feel that we hang on longer because we don't want to start over. So we're going to try to make that relationship work, because who wants to learn somebody every 6 to 7 months? Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I say, like, the reason I disagree with it is from the data. Like, women initiate 80% of divorces. So if y'all weren't quick to leave, like,
I feel like it depends on what phase of dating you're in. Because if I'm like just vibing, for instance, of course I'm gonna be quicker to be like, oh, you want that bullshit, you cut. But if I'm committing to you, like, you my person, I'm holding on until I can't hold on. That study was done by like
people who've been married, not just talking.
I get that, but I think that's committed. Because like men 9 times out of 10, they having their cake and eating it too. So like the woman will probably be like, she's committed to him. Like, she's holding on to him. Ain't nobody else, ain't no cheating, like none of that. She's committed to him. That's her person. Until she gets fed up. So there's probably something going on in the marriage, or something the man is doing. It could be cheating, her not being heard, anything. But she gon' fight to the end before she end.
Now, to the end. I agree with that. Is obviously the marriage not perfect, because she wouldn't want to leave, you wouldn't want to leave. Something going on. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, I can almost guarantee it's something going on both ways. Like, I can almost bet she not just perfect.
No.
And because if this is going on with 80% of marriages, so let's say 100 married couples in front of us, I highly doubt 80% of these women are perfect and their man is causing problems.
I'm not going to disagree, but I think I think the way you're phrasing it, or like the motive behind divorcing is wrong. Yeah. I don't think it's because, I got all these other options, or because I'm having, more emotion than you are. I think it's because once a woman is fed up, eventually we are going to leave. If a man get fed up, 9 times out of 10, y'all can tune us out. Y'all can shut down. Y'all might have an affair. Y'all might go on work trips or some shit before y'all actually leave. We gonna leave eventually.
Okay, so let's put it like this. If it wasn't because y'all have more options, I'm gonna put it like this. If you in a neighborhood or a city or whatever, y'all only got one grocery store, it's super inconvenient and hard for you to get groceries from somewhere else. You have to go to another city, you have to do this, that, and the third. Cool. Obviously, we're saying if Amazon want a fucking thing, but if it's only one physical grocery store around here, even if I'm unhappy with this grocery store, even if they don't get the food I want, I hate the fucking employees, I hate the other customers that come shop, everybody rude, I'm still so unlikely to leave. Why? Because I don't have that many options to replace. If I'm in a city where it's grocery stores on every block, and I'm unhappy with this grocery store, I can say, you know what? I'm fucking fed up and leave. So now, this is the conclusion I'm putting together. I know for a fact, from me dating a lot of women and from me having a lot of homies, girls get more like attention than dudes. Like that's the bottom line. Now, if you take that and pair it with 80% of divorces are initiated by the women, it's like I said, am I saying the dude not doing no wrong? No, I can almost guarantee you doing something wrong. That's why she want to fucking leave. But I can bet 100% the women doing something wrong too. So if both of them doing something wrong, why does the woman initiate? If you pissing me off, and if you pissing me off, and I'm pissing you off, why do you go to the court first? Why do you
I think
say
women are
first?
big on mental health.
Mental health. I was gonna say mental health.
So, like, I've been single like 2 years. My relationship was 5. Like, we was high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
I didn't leave their relationship because niggas was at me, or I didn't leave their relationship and go jump into something else. I left their relationship because it was no longer conducive to my happiness and myself. So I chose me, not another nigga.
This is what I would add to that. I don't want to like put it off like I'm saying as the woman in a relationship, you intentionally thinking to yourself, I got so many fucking niggas, fuck this nigga. I'm not saying that at all. Like, but say like just in your everyday life, you just scrolling or whatever, dudes just always hit you up. You might not be interested in these dudes at all. I'm not saying that while you got a man, you simultaneously thinking about all the other options you have. I don't want to like put that stigma out there at all. But if you constantly seeing, a lot of dudes do hit me up, a lot of dudes do come in under my picture, you might not be interested in these dudes at all, but subconsciously you know other dudes like me. You see what I'm saying? Like whether you paying it attention or not.
I just feel know. Like I don't know. I just feel like if you survey some divorced women, they gonna be like, man, my mental health.
My mental health was more important.
My happiness.
Now I feel like that's a cover up.
No,
like,
it's not.
I can say that. Like I can say something is for my mental health, which it could be. Because
you gotta think we're so emotional. Yeah. Like if our relationship not going right, 9 times out of 10, we sad, depressed, not eating,
losing weight, or gaining weight,
can't sleep, sleeping all
work,
day,
missing work, tardiness. All of that plays a part. So I feel like, especially for the millennials, like okay, bye.
So which one? So y'all say in the example, if you only had one grocery store, you would still leave as quick as you would leave if you had multiple grocery stores around you? I don't think so. Like I feel like this is not just a woman thing. I feel like this is a logic thing.
I feel like probably not as quick, but we as women, if we're not satisfied with something and it is taking a toll on our mental and emotional health, eventually we are going to be through it.
Yes.
Whether it's a friendship, family, a man, a job, like we're gonna be like, oh hell no, like now, I cannot keep doing this.
When you broke up with your dude, and when you broke up with your dude, like when both of y'all relationships ended, or it was in the process of ending, I'm sure y'all did want to start over. I'm sure y'all was attached to that person, and I'm sure y'all was questioning, like, damn, I did have a good ass bond with this person, and shit went left. Fuck, I don't want to like go through this again. I don't want shit to go left again with somebody I grew a close bond with. But y'all could get another dude, whether you get the same dude of that caliber or the dude you want. That's where the questions come in. Like you will question yourself. No.
A man, they do. She might not be of my caliber.
They say, I agree
men
with you.
say it.
They say it.
She might not be a woman of our caliber.
Yes,
she might not be as cute, but you can go. It's somebody for everybody.
It's somebody
now,
for everyone.
I agree with what you saying. Like, she might not be as good as your last girl. Cool. The next dude you might get with might not be as good as your last dude. So that fear, that like,
we're not thinking about it.
Insecurity is always there.
Trust me, especially at the breakup. At the breakup, you're not thinking about another man at all, because if you decided to break up with this man, you're mentally exhausted already, right?
Okay.
So you're not thinking about the next. You're not even thinking about the next hookup. Like we're not wired like that. We're literally not wired to jump right into something thinking, well, it's okay, baby. I can fucking no.
I feel like if anything,
you're not thinking like that.
If we want to go back.
If you want to go back.
No,
was it that bad?
Like am I tripping right now?
Maybe it's just my cycle. Yeah. Maybe I was a little too harsh on him. You thinking of all the possibilities that it could have been you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So say like how y'all see it, but y'all don't think about that. Understand this. A dude do think about that. Why? Because it's like, say me and you been together, like you said, 5 years. Say, bam, me and you been together 5 years. During this whole 5 years, I probably got 3-4 girls, like, to try to, oh, he cute, let me see what's up. You see what I'm saying? This whole 5 years, you probably got 300, goddamn. So, am I saying, like, you thinking, like, damn, out of this 300, I could? No, like, I'm not saying that at all. But when it's time to break up, you not thinking that hard about, damn, like, will I find another man? That don't
I ain't gonna lie, I would, especially for me, like with him being my high school sweetheart, he was the only person that I knew. Yeah. So for me, it's like, damn. I don't even know what dating is like as an adult, because we were together since high school. Yeah. So it's like, am I gonna be awkward when I finally do have sex with somebody else? Is it gonna be good? Like I might as well just go back, because he's what I know. He's my comfort zone. Like, I'm still attached to him. I'm not really thinking about, like, damn, another nigga gonna be ready for me.
Let's pause. I want both of y'all to realize this. Let's pause. You just said you think about, will you be awkward to the next dude? And, like, will the sex still be the same and all the other stuff? Cool. And thinking like that, you already know for a fact you would get a next dude.
So does a man?
No, that's what I'm telling y'all. Look, y'all, since y'all know for a fact y'all will get a dude, y'all assuming that the dude
we will.
Look, okay, let me inform y'all on this. 1 out of every 3 adult males, that's 33% of the entire population. That's a lot of fucking people. 33% is either a virgin or hasn't had sex in over a year. That goes to show you how many dudes don't get as much as attention as y'all think.
They are
wanting.
Yes.
Hell
yes.
No.
Like
hell no.
No, I literally feel like they probably have decided that that's what they want to do to detach as well. You have to remember that
33%.
Hell, listen to me. You have to remember that men needs to go through a detachment phase too. Like, they're not all thinking about the poo.
Like, how many dudes you know don't want to have sex?
I don't know. Who don't want
it's
to?
More
but
of a coping.
Yes.
Because, like, okay, I know a man, right? He's 40s, 50s. Okay. I'm not sure the exact age. Got his heart broken.
Okay.
I think in college, I want to say, and just shut down. Like, that was his coping mechanism. So it's not that, like, oh, he might not want to have sex, but because he got his heart broken so bad, he shut down.
Is he attractive?
Yeah.
I
mean, he just drop dead gorgeous, but he could pull a woman.
Is he in shape? Okay, so now we starting to get.
But you gotta think in the 40s and 50s, women don't necessarily look at jazz.
You're saying in your 40s, you look for Shamar Moore.
No.
I think any woman would want to physically fit.
I feel like you're projecting.
Yes.
I think you're projecting.
I definitely so, Elena, because I'm 37.
And you don't want to do this in shape.
No, I'm going to help him get there if I feel like he has other attributes that I like,
okay.
you know?
So you got a chubby dude and an in-shape dude, but you don't know shit about neither one of them. You going to go up to the chubby dude?
I'm not sure which one I would go to in this stage, but I'm saying I'm willing to date both.
Okay.
See, you know, who am I attracted to?
Okay.
And I just kind of feel like with the chubby dude, he's going to be more acceptable to working out because he'll be like, babe, you look good. You know, I want to keep babe. Versus the dude that's already fit and in shape, you're going to be like, what?
Okay. So I don't think that 33% is just they ain't having no interactions or they can't have interactions.
It's a choice.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all the first people I heard say this because I don't know no dudes that like choose.
Yes,
I know
some people
choice.
shut down.
It's
some
a
people
choice.
Get
Trust me.
Some people just as a way of coping, like don't want no dealings.
It's like I got my heart broke. My boy Lil Jalen got his heart broke. But you're
probably more resilient. Like people handle stuff, especially that age group specifically. They didn't go to therapy. They didn't have the mental health resources or even the conversation. It was taboo back then.
Okay.
So as broken as your heart may have been, we're in the era of we can talk about a man being heartbroken. We can talk about a man going through mental health challenges. Back then, it's like,
not frowned upon, right?
Ain't no crying, ain't none of that. Like you toughen up, like that shit up.
Yeah,
and he probably just got stuck.
So y'all think the women initiate 80% of the divorce though got nothing to do with them having more options?
No.
Okay, do y'all agree with women have more options?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all just think like this just a coincidence.
That's totally coincidental.
Because again, if we locked in,
we really are locked in.
Now, this what I do want y'all to understand. Y'all might really be that way. I'm not saying y'all lying.
I think that's a woman thing.
It's a woman thing.
Because it's like if y'all women and y'all think that way, obviously y'all think the next woman think like that, and the next woman think like
she
that.
Does.
But clearly something not adding up. If y'all think like this, but it's the statistics
maybe she has not. If she does not think that way, maybe she has not encountered true love yet. Maybe it's like a lust or an infatuation.
And then a situational marriage. You know, some people are forced into marriage for children. You know, your mom, dad may have said, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You got to get out of here. You got to think about all of that when you're looking at the statistics, like the why. What was the why behind it?
Now, I do agree with that. It's a lot of different whys.
Yeah.
Like, and they do play a factor. I'm not dismissing that at all. But this the thing about the whys. Like, this why I like numbers and statistics so much is because it throws the whys and stuff out the window. Not saying it should be thrown out the window all the time. But if you say you left your dude because he cheated, you say you left your dude because he was abusive, this other girl left her dude because he wasn't making enough money or whatever. Okay, cool. All y'all got different whys. But when we look at the numbers, it still get down to the bare basic of it. Like, yes, all y'all had different reasons.
No. I'm saying the why as to why we got married.
Oh yeah, like I know you were saying that. I was just using
it. But I guess my thing is you were generalizing the numbers to a why too.
Yeah,
you generalized it to because we have more options. So you kind of did.
No, like I agree. Like I do think like this the why. Like I'm not trying to retract my previous answer, but I'm saying like the why as far as like why y'all broke up, as far as like y'all said her mental state. Like yeah, it could be different in a lot of different cases, but I feel like when we like go past that, the bottom line is the same. Like the dudes don't leave as much if they only initiated 20% of the time because it's harder for them to get a mate. So if I'm in an unhappy situation, but I know if I leave this, I'd rather be in an unhappy situation than no situation at all.
That might be y'all's why, but that don't mean that
that's the woman's.
The same thing on the opposite end.
Yeah.
So y'all might choose not to because it is harder for y'all, but that doesn't mean we are choosing to divorce because we can.
Yeah.
And then men also will choose to stay because what am I losing? Like, what if she's the breadwinner? So I'm not gonna go to divorce court
or the
and try
opposite.
to scrap for
the
pennies.
Breadwinner and
she's gonna take everything.
No, prenups.
Yeah.
Y'all got
so
kids.
you think
You
about
finna pay child support. You finna pay spousal support
because you got to know that spousal support, you have to keep that woman in the same condition that you brought her to.
Yeah.
So who's gonna leave?
So now there might be another reason, like, because a lot of times, if the woman is the breadwinner in a relationship, she don't take care of the man. Like, she take care of what she want to take care of, and the dude. Okay, so say for instance, if I make $60,000 a year, my girl make $80,000. Technically, she's the breadwinner, but I can almost guarantee you, I still pay the bills and shit. Like, this is a common. And I'm not saying this bad. Like, this how it should be. This a common thing. So a lot of times, if the woman, the breadwinner, she still don't take care of the household. The dude will take care of the household. So when the dude is the breadwinner, I agree with y'all. What y'all said on that. Like, gee, he won't be likely to leave. Like, unless he try to get a prenup first. Like, this is what I think about that. If y'all already got married, and then let's say y'all been married 10 years, then you try to bring a prenup in, she could be like, "What the fuck? Like, you must be planning on leaving." So I feel like, if you gonna do it at the beginning. Like, if y'all do get y'all a prenup, y'all gonna be like, or y'all gonna be open to it, like at the beginning.
Open to it because I'm probably bringing a bag.
Okay.
Do you hear me? I'm bringing a bag myself.
I don't want you to take mine,
protect
so
you.
let's do it together.
Okay.
I might bring it up first.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go ahead and let's do it at the beginning,
and then let's do it when we both level headed. Ain't no heartbreak. Ain't none of that. We
no
both just want to be fair
right now. If we so happen to. You know, and so people always assume, well, you're looking to the end. I'm not. You just never know.
Okay, I agree with that. Like, I feel like, once I get married, I'm not gonna get married in the legal sense. Like, I'm never signing no papers. I already made my mind up about that. I'm not doing this shit. This shit, hell nah. But once I do get married, if I was to get married in that way, I sign a prenup. Like, for a fact, it's not even a question. Why would I give somebody else authority over what I do in my personal life? Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. It's the president himself saying, like, let me govern y'all shit. What the? No. Fuck you. Like, your marriage probably not even that all that good. So what I look like, let you govern my shit. Like, when I get married, it won't be no papers. Like, obviously, she gonna still change her name, all this other shit. All the regular shit. We just not gonna give a court or nobody else dominion over what we got going. Like, if me and you decide to separate, we're gonna separate on the terms we agree to. Now, I'm not gonna do no green shit. I'm not gonna say, okay, we separated, fuck you forever. Like, I'ma still put some non-negotiables in my like relationship. Like, if I got 5 rental properties, 2 or 3 of these, her name is gonna be on. Like, no matter if we break up or not, she still get this same percentage. She still gonna get a percentage of that, whether we break up or not. So I ain't gonna be on no fucked up shit and say, fuck you forever. But signing papers, like, why would I do that? Cause I just don't understand it.
Why wouldn't you?
I think it's a security thing.
Yeah,
like, by law, like, let's say, maybe like a beneficiary situation. Okay. Like, if she's not legally your wife and you don't have a will or something laid out to where her name is on, you know, your beneficiary paperwork or something like that, the state taking that.
Now,
you get what I'm saying? Like, she's no longer protected. Like, she's no longer covered.
I won't do that and still not put none on paper. I'm gonna put some shit on
Everybody
paper.
don't think about that though. Like even right now today,
it's gonna literally. You're gonna have to write it out with the will
and get it notarized. Some people don't even know to get it notarized.
Before you go on with it, because I foresee, even though you don't want the government in it, I can understand that part of it. However, for her, if you want her to have true security, even if the relationship doesn't work, you're gonna have to do something along with the beneficiary. So I
say I am gonna get a will.
Yeah,
I am gonna get contracts notarized and healed in the right places. So, like I said, if I want to get her a percentage of the podcast, this is for a fact gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be if I get mad at you, I can take your name out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my shit gonna be set in stone, just like a court marriage would be set in stone. But this is what we gonna agree to. Like, the court can decide what percentage you gotta pay her. What the fuck? Hell nah. Like, I'm not doing this.
I still think it'll be a little bit of a headache for her because, like, I guess in a traditional law sense, like, there is no
it's no boundaries on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this what I say with that too. Let's say if something happened, I don't pay my spouse's support or whatever, and she try to sue me or take me to jail, you for sure not getting shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go to jail, you fucked. Like, so any money you wanted to get, you asked out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
unless she go after them assets.
The assets. I was gonna say the assets.
But then, like,
you probably got a house you living in.
I'm gonna put all my shit in a trust name. All my shit not gonna be attached to my social security. My
so then, what are we doing? For me, what are we doing? Like, is it about money or is it about you, the love for me
and my security?
Now,
because women want security.
That's what I would provide, but I will provide that. The court not gonna provide that for you. Like, I'm gonna sit down with her and I'm gonna say, look, from whatever merchandise I sell, you get this percentage. From the podcast, you get this percentage. From real estate, you get this percentage. And I'm not gonna be on no bully shit. I'm gonna make sure she understand and agree to it. If she don't agree, cool, we can negotiate some shit out. But that'll be it. Then, if it ever comes to the case where we do gotta break up, everything I already understood. Ain't no shit popping, no surprises on this.
I think that's gonna work for you because you have integrity, but universally, every man is
I don't suggest this for everybody.
Yeah, universally,
other folks won't even have enough fucking common sense or the whereabouts to make assets in their own name. So hell no, I don't suggest this for everybody. But like, for me personally, like, this the route I take. And like, say if something do happen and some funny shit try to go on, this shit not in my name anyway. This shit gonna be in the trust. You can sue Vincent Thomas all you want. This shit not in Vincent's name. You see what I'm saying?
Them courts will get it.
No, they can pull it up and see I'm the beneficiary of the trust, but they still can't attach the trust to me. So if I got real estates all of the trust ABC, and she do anything to me, it won't be they won't be able to go inside the will since the will not under my social security number. You know, they can see like I made this motherfucker. I get all the benefits. Like, they gonna know it's mine. But that's the good thing about a trust. You know it's mine, you still can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can file bankruptcy right now and you still can't take none of my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't like have this talk with any dude, because if I tell you, hey gang, like, you don't need to get legally married to yoga, you're not gonna take all the steps I'm gonna take. So she gonna be fucked up at the end. You gonna be fucked up at the end. Like, I won't just agree with anybody doing it. But I know damn well I'm not gonna let somebody come fuck the empire I built.
I want that piece of paper. Paper.
So if y'all dudes said that, y'all will be against it?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Because your assets is way too important, because I'm not even thinking about them. I'm thinking about loving and providing and caring for you. So why are you presenting an unlawful marriage.
Okay.
And I think that just goes to like how people be saying unequally yoked. Like your definition of marriage and your definition of a relationship or whatever is completely different from mine. Not saying we can't. Some people might want to compromise on that, but for me, that's a deal breaker. Okay. If we're not like-minded in how we see this going, eventually it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem, and that goes back to that 80%.
Okay. That's how the folks be getting divorced. Yeah. Okay. Now, we'll end it on this, then we'll wrap it up. Do y'all currently do something y'all wouldn't do if y'all was in a committed relationship?
Do I currently do something that I would?
Whether it's going certain places, doing certain activities, whatever the case may be. It may be posting things or whatever. Like, do y'all currently do something y'all wouldn't do if y'all was locked in, married or whatever?
I think I could say I post more on social media as a single woman than I did in my relationship.
Like in general, or just post yourself more?
Myself.
Okay.
Because when I was in a relationship, it would be more so me. Not saying I didn't post myself at all. Yeah. But I think like with me being single, it's like, oh. You know, like at first I had my man, so like, not saying I post for men's attention, but that's what comes with it. So like, if I am in a relationship, I think I tend to like, scale it back with posting a little bit.
I think I'm out more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm out more than I would be if I was in a relationship.
Okay, now when you would be in a relationship, would you still go out the same and just bring him with you, or you just would cut it down altogether?
I probably would scale it back to maybe 2 times a month rather.
Okay.
Than once a week.
Okay, cool. So,
but I wouldn't be opposed to him going with me.
Okay, that's important. Like, because I feel like a lot of times I had to make sure before I say this, make sure I ain't capping, but I don't experience this because my girl really don't go nowhere. But if she was to go a lot of places before we got together, then once we get together, she like want to still go to the places but don't bring me. I'm like,
like what you doing?
Yeah, because I want him to be. I want to see, can he vibe in my comfort zone?
I'd be like, okay, so what? Like you said, what be going on? And like, if you so against bringing me, okay, say for example, she finna go to a lounge or whatever. She call her homegirls, hey girl, you gonna come? And I'm like, notice, okay, like you always invite your friends, but never invite your boyfriend. It's like, now some places you might invite your friends more, but if you never invite your boyfriend, now I'm looking at like, like, what the fuck?
He can definitely come. I definitely want him to come.
Okay, so why do y'all think the actions you do when you single change? Because I'm guessing both of you in the near future or in the extended future would want a committed partner again. Right. So if y'all know, okay, I shouldn't be doing this or won't be doing that when I'm in a committed relationship, why do the actions now? Because won't they like create either bad habits or cause hindrance to your future partner?
Absolutely. Whoever gonna be for me. Yeah. Okay. Period. I would change it just because out of respect for you. Like, again, with me posting more, again, that comes with people sliding up, whatever, hard eyes. I'm not looking for that no more. So why am I?
Yeah, still doing
just out of respect for you. Like, if I know, okay, if I post this picture, they come. So
return of the ex.
Yeah. So like, if I'm now with my person, out of respect for you, like I don't want that emotion no more. Okay. So I'm gonna chill out.
She like they come.
And I was like, to respond to the same question, for me would be because that would be his daytime. So like the time that I'm going out with my friends, that's now the time that I got blocked off for him.
Okay.
Because like, if Friday, I know Friday's football, but if I know I'm free on Saturday nights, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with my girls right now because I don't have him. Okay. So if I have him, then second and fourth Saturday might be the girls. First and third might be him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this, like why I asked that question, this is what I would say to that. say if I'm trying to win an award, right? Let's say in basketball, I'm going for the MVP. During like the season, I have to perform a certain way to achieve the goal in the end, right? So if y'all achievement or trophy in this example would be the marriage, the like long-term committed happy relationship, you would have to act in a certain way to get the goal towards the end. Now, y'all examples not bad, but just to like stick with y'all examples, if the dude, because I know a lot of dudes that think like this in your example, like I don't want a girl who posts that much. You see what I'm saying? So say like this
then
is
you're just not for me if you don't love my authentic self in every form of me, whether it's single me, relationship me, goofy me, drunk me, high me, like every version of me you should embrace. You should love,
now I
and
will
possibly
disagree with
cultivate into something else. If if it's a common goal, like if you be like, babe, or if we just start talking, like you kind of post a lot. If I'm willing to, show you like I do have that other side of me, then cool. But I feel like you should embrace every version of me.
I say, like remember one of the first conversations we had, like dudes can be overly aggressive with their women. So if you tell me to just accept you how you come, basically, if I try to say that to you,
because we have to grow, I have to grow. But I'm saying like that initial
stage,
first day, you sliding in my DMs and you like, why the fuck you posted so much?
You met me at the DM, so like what we doing?
But once we get to that level of like, once we get to that level of like, we really working towards something. 9 times out of 10, naturally I'm gonna fall back anyway. But if I am still posting a lot and you address it, and this is something I want to invest in, it's no problem.
Excuse me. Okay, so you remember before we recorded, I was saying a lot of folks that say, "Oh, females ain't shit." The dude probably not shit, cause like you said, you are what you attract. You in them environments, you doing the actions of a person that's not shit. You gonna run into the people of people that's not shit. So let's say like your dream dude, he's a certain type of dude. This dude probably won't even approach you or whatever if you're not exemplifying them MVP trophy type qualities. So say you were saying like after we get to talking or get comfortable with each other, you would change the shit or whatever. Nah, I agree with it. But let's say before y'all even talk, like before he even come up and approach you, he probably be more reluctant to approach if he sees certain qualities that he like, I ain't fucking with that.
But that one wasn't for me.
Go find somebody.
That one wasn't for me.
Go find somebody.
Yeah,
that one wasn't that fits that mold. Because
what if that person was your dream dude?
God ain't gonna let nobody pass me. That's not supposed to.
No.
Now I would say like this is how them type of situations work. And saying it is more like saying I'm already equipped enough to get my dream person, which is not true. Like it's certain things that I have to do that will bring out more quality, the dream-like qualities of my girl. So,
I still feel like even if, so let's say we meet on social media. You like, dang, she posts too much, but he is my person, right? That's who God got for me. God gonna somehow, some way, I don't even go out there much. I might be out one day and he see me in person and be like, damn, I like how she carries herself. Like he's not gonna let my person miss me. Like just period.
Now, this is what I say about that. It's like, say for instance, if I got an apple seed and I want to plant an apple tree, if I'm not doing everything I need to do when exactly I need to do it, the apple tree not gonna grow. And I can't say God didn't want it for me. I can't say none of that. It's all on me.
I'm not doing anything that, in my opinion, that a reasonable man would be reluctant to approach me. So I'm not posting thirst traps. It's just like normal pictures that I'm posting that, people just don't like. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm posted half naked or just posting like all type of crazy stuff. So if me posting just in this crop top and leggings deters you from me, then you were not for me, because I'm not doing a behavior that is gonna turn you away from me.
Now, going back to the tree example, let's say I'm planting it, I'm doing everything right, and from my perspective, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Like every single thing, nigga, I done researched it, Googled it, everything. Like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's still something that I'm not doing correctly. Maybe I'm doing every single step right. I just didn't test the soil. I don't know if this soil fertile.
I just feel like this is because you're not gonna miss you. I just have full faith in God that my person is not gonna miss me.
Okay, so say like bam, I'm planning it or whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm doing. If I miss one step or I'm not accounting for one thing, I can't say that, damn, the tree won't for me, or damn, God didn't want me to have the tree. It's like the tree was there. It's like the tree was there. Everything like for the tree to be there was like at my disposal.
Love me in my brokenness. You're gonna love me in my, that goes back to imperfection. You're going to love me in my imperfection. Not saying it's okay for me to remain imperfect. I'm supposed to keep growing. So it's not a situation where it's like, here I am, just deal with it. No, but you're going to love my imperfection. You're going to love the rights, the wrongs, the highs and the lows if you are my person. So that should not stop you. If you feel like I'm somebody that you want to pursue, that shouldn't stop you from making that initial step, and then eventually we have a conversation about it.
Now this, you said something?
Yeah, I said you missed a step. You said that I'm doing everything right, but I forgot to water it. Yeah. So if you didn't water it,
you didn't do everything.
You didn't
right.
do every step.
That's what I'm saying. What if y'all missing a step? Like y'all saying,
I might be missing a step, but again, you're gonna grow.
It's not gonna grow. If you're missing a step, it's not gonna grow. But I think what she's trying to explain, that if this man is for me, we can meet at a car accident, like wherever it is. If this man is for you, God is going to put this man in your path.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
So, like, is it some people that die lonely? Yes. Is it some people that's homeless and never got back right? Is it some people that's drug addicts and never got back right? Yes. So, y'all basically saying, like, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, like if I'm not understanding y'all correctly. Y'all basically saying, and God will like sway your life for you in the best way He sees fit.
Not even sway your life. He gonna order them steps.
He's gonna order the steps. It's not even. It's not a persuasion. It's not a maneuver. It's none of that. Whatever He has designed for you in the path, the vision, it's gonna go. Okay. Your footsteps are going to move. So even if homegirl is posting midi dresses and she goes from midi dresses to business casual, whatever it is that he needs her to do, she's going to see it. She's going to see the vision before.
What do y'all say about the people that die alone? Do you think is it God's plan for them to die alone?
No, I don't. I think God made somebody for everybody. I really genuinely do. I think sometimes God tries to direct us, and we are headed. God created us with free will, so God could be trying to talk to you and trying to get you to make certain changes to meet your person sometimes, and we just don't want to hear that shit.
Okay. Two guys walking right, so He put you in a path. Yeah. He did His part, put you in a path for Adam and Ethan, right? So, but in that moment, Ethan is what you thought the path was, right? So you choose Ethan. So you date Ethan, and Ethan turns out to be a complete bomb, right? Because you miss Adam, who he wanted for you. So in your brokenness, you just decide you're not going to date anymore. He put the man in the path. You didn't do your research. You didn't do it. You didn't do your job. You missed that one step of that nourishment, that watering.
So, now, y'all just said that God gonna order and ordain the steps for you to take. And we also agreed that some people die alone, die homosexuals, that is. Okay, cool. So that proves that the previous statement is not necessarily true as far as like God gonna order your feet to
He
step
does.
up.
He does.
You missed it.
Hello, y'all.
Missed it.
So if the people that die alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
If because y'all see, it's not a persuasion. It's like, for lack of a better word, God gonna make your feet walk the way. So y'all say God made that person be in a position where they die alone.
He's not going to, for my man, he's making that man walk to me.
And then look,
I walked that way.
He could have you. Okay, so she said we could meet at a car accident.
Okay.
Let's say my problem is I'm just bitter.
Okay.
Okay. God been telling me, girl, you bitter. You need to work on it if you want this man. I meet the man. He put him in my path. God ordered my steps for me to meet this man.
I'm just
has
bitter.
told me what I need to work on, and I'm choosing to be like, man, God, forget that.
How would God
I
tell
met
you
my
that?
man, and I'm still bitter. So that's on me that didn't work because God has told. God will show you if you ask and be like, God, what I need to work on. What is it about me, or prepare me for my man?
Yeah.
He got it.
Okay. I think this the point of tension we disagreeing at. I'm saying that God won't just make your footsteps do this. I'm saying it's up to you.
We said that.
It works.
We said free will.
Yeah.
You have free will, but
like,
that path ain't gonna change.
So
you
same.
decide if you're gonna keep going straight, if you're gonna make this left, if you're gonna make this right. God put him right in front of you.
Okay. I say
you decided to make that left and not get back
or stop. Like you said, for me, it would be patience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm constantly introduced with situations that are to make me patient, and I'm constantly impatient each time that he provides me with these opportunities. I did that to myself. He gave me the opportunities. Mm-hmm. I still wanted to be selfish and be like, whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to move how I choose.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my approach to it is like, you create your own life. As far as like, I don't think God will necessarily put like take your feet and walk for you. It's like, cause that goes back to why I asked, like, why do some people die alone? Why do some people die homosexuals? God, I don't want to say don't got nothing to do with it, but God didn't choose that path. So if God didn't choose that,
He created.
He also didn't choose the happy version. Like, if you chose your own destruction, if I made certain decisions to die alone, that also means in the inverse, I choose if I get my dream partner or not. It's not it's outside of my power thing. It's not it's on God thing, because that goes back to what you were saying, like the dude go accept you for who you is, God gonna lead the right dude to you. I don't think so. I say if that was the case, God would have led the dude to the person that died alone, this, that, and the third. I feel like it's all on you. Like,
I think you missing the part where we saying you still have to do the work. Like, just because He creates the path for you does not mean like, it's inevitably gonna work. Yeah. It's not. You still have to do what you're supposed to do on your end. But He's created He did God held up His end of the bargain, but you also have to do the work and hold up your end.
And doing the work, that's why I asked the original question. It's like, are y'all doing something currently that y'all want to be doing in a committed relationship? Because what if that's the doing the work? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. You got to do the work. But if you know, okay, me posting myself, even if I'm not doing it for men, comes with men attention. And maybe I wouldn't be doing this if I was in a committed relationship. That'd probably be the work. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you saying like, I won't go out this much if I'm in a committed relationship, that's probably the work.
It's the work.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all saying I can still not do the work right now, do the work later.
But I think people have to understand. Well, in this case, my man would have to understand there's different seasons in people's life. Who I am right now today, I might not be next week. There are different seasons. You can't expect the same. Even in a relationship, you cannot expect the same exact version of a person 5 years from now.
Okay.
Like you have to learn to adapt.
Too, my work now may not be a thing for him.
Okay.
Me going out, her posting herself may not even be a figment of what is a concern for him. You get what I'm saying? So I said that to say something that I'm doing now, because that is something that I did, that I'm doing now, that I wasn't doing. Not because my partner didn't want it. He didn't mind me going out. He didn't mind not going with me or going with me. He didn't mind paying the bill for me and my friends. Like, that's just how he was as a man. So I'm saying, what is something that I'm doing now that I didn't do? And that was my choice. Okay. I feel like the nourishment for me would be, okay, what about you?
Yeah.
Though you may be beautiful, though you may be intelligent, though you may be cool as hell to you, what is the real thing that has caused you right now to be single, right? So that's what I feel like is the work. That's the nourishment. Those things that you need to work on inside, so that those outside factors of social media, those outside factors of in the DM, or all those things that are around us, men being available, women being available. If you go ahead and pour into yourself and change yourself inside out, I think that's the overall goal. So that's the work, that's the watering, that's the nourishment.
Like I take it from like this perspective, and like I said, the conversation gets tricky because both of y'all things y'all doing like right now that y'all wouldn't be doing is not huge fucking things. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it seems like we're missing each other, because it's like I'm trying to make the point, but it's hard to see the point because y'all shit so minute. You see what I'm saying? Like if y'all was doing some, say if y'all was doing something like having casual sex with a lot of different dudes, right? It'll be easier to make the point clear.
And then that goes back to her point. Then at that point, you have to do the inner self work. So if it's a larger scale of something, then yes, and what she said is valid. Like you have to at that point dig within yourself and see why am I having casual sex with all of these people? What is going on?
Because at the beginning, that's what I made a point of. Like it was for me. It's never about the sex. You know, it's like literally the love and the support and the affirmations. Like it's sex is the bonus. I mean, who wants bad sex? But you know, in the stage of my life that I am now, I don't want to have casual sex. I want it to be meaningful.
Okay. Now, I like the answers both of y'all gave. If I was to reword the question and say, like, paint the picture of y'all being the perfect partner, there would still be the same answer. You would say post less of yourself, and you would say go out less. Cool. So what I'm saying is, if that's the perfect partner, like that you can be to yourself, if that's more on the perfect side of the things, then what I'm saying is, like we previously agreed to, in order to reap certain outcomes, you have to do certain prerequisites. Okay. Like if I wasn't such of a perfect player during the season, I wouldn't have got the MVP trophy. So that's all I'm saying. Am I saying the shit y'all doing now is fucking fucked up? No, I was expecting y'all to say some fucking worse shit today. But what I am saying is, to get the MVP trophy, in this case would be the perfect man, you have to perform as an MVP. So my challenge to y'all is, if y'all can identify, okay, this wouldn't be what I'd be doing in the perfect girlfriend or wife scenario.
No, that's it.
Like, let me go ahead before I even get the dude. Let me go ahead and correct the shit so it will be more likely that I attract the dude. Because if I say, fuck it, during the season, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, I can't be still expecting the MVP trophy at the end. But if like right now I perform as an MVP, I damn sure expect it at the end. So if right now y'all do everything in y'all power to be that perfect girlfriend, be that perfect wife, be this, be that, then it's more easily go find you. Like the dude, whoever the dude may be, the dude that's eyeballing you, like this is Mr. Right, he ain't approached you yet, he'll be analyzing like, damn, I do want a girl that's like more like homebody or have enough time to like pour into me. If he can see you, oh damn, like she don't be doing shit a lot on these days. Damn, like this the shit I was looking for. But if he like observed and he see, damn, she always fucking busy, you might be overly willing to change that for him, but he don't know that. You sound like him just observing and he like, fuck it, nah, I'll pass about it. Just cause he think, oh well, maybe she won't change. He don't know how open minded you is. You know what I'm saying? Like vice versa in your situation, he might just see, damn, she posts too much. And I know I don't want a girl that post because I know she look good. I know she gonna get this many niggas. The nigga might just pass it up just because he like, I done tried to change the previous girl. She wasn't going for this shit, so I'm not even gonna attempt to come in this situation.
I feel like there's something he needs to fix in himself.
Yeah. It sounds like a little insecurity.
To the same standard
sounds like a little
previous experience.
Okay, that's an interesting point. Like, but I say that's like logical though. Like, say if you tried to do something with the previous dude, okay, we're gonna use your example. Let's say the previous dude, his swag was whack as hell. You feel like he wasn't just trying to put that.
I didn't say it was whack as hell. I didn't say it was whack as hell. He may watch. I didn't say it was. I didn't say that. What I said was he was comfortable in in who he was, right? So he kind of felt like I was extra. So and he felt like I was basing him on perception of others and. Now, I ultimately was. Yeah. So he felt that he didn't have to put it on, but I wanted him to. Yeah. But I don't have to explain that. But I wanted to say this part, though. When you were talking about the woman and getting yourself pre-ready for him, right? Yep. Also with women, when we are planted and growing and nourishing, when we come out of a relationship, we shed those things off of us that didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, we naturally shed those things off.
Yeah. And I agree with that. That's the point I was going to make. Like y'all was saying, like there's some insecurity, which could be true, but I say like it's logical to like if I was with a girl, I would just make up an example. I didn't go on dates at all, and the relationship was fucked up. What the hell? Cool. When I'm self-reflecting, like while I'm single before I get in my next relationship, I think, let me switch some shit up.
Yeah,
like,
you do.
In this next relationship, let me go on a lot of dates with you too. So say previously the dude like that we was just making the example out of, let's say previously he did try to correct the girl like and make her post less or more, whatever he tried to do, or he did try to like get her to go out more or less. Like when he come to get with y'all, if it didn't work previously, it make sense to like do the process of elimination. Since that didn't work last time, let me not do it this time. So I don't think it's an insecurity. I just think like it's logical.
No, that's not logical. That's you moving from, I think, a trauma-based mindset. Not even trauma as in like this gonna dictate how you live the rest of your life, but
that's that baggage.
Yeah. Okay. So there's something that you're bringing in that had nothing to do with me. I may be way more understanding and way more adaptable than you're even giving me credit for because somebody else didn't, handle the conversation with you. So you're not even giving me a chance to show you that I can be understanding, that I can adapt to whatever is going
on. I agree with you. Everybody is not the same. Like, just because one girl fucked up, don't mean this girl gonna fuck up. Like, I agree with that.
And just because one dude messed up doesn't mean
the next one. I totally agree with that. Yeah. But just as far as like the process of elimination go, let's say, and obviously this is a more extreme example, but just to understand the point, let's say I ran a red light before. Got my shit fucked up. Like, car got totaled. Cool. I could be in a totally different city, totally different state. It still is logical for me to say, okay, I'm approaching the yellow light. Let me go ahead and stop. Why? Because I already been through a bad experience.
Right, that's the negative reinforcement, right?
Yeah. So, like, is that insecure of me not to cross that red light? No, of course not. That's smart. Like, it's like, gang, you got fucked up like this before. Yeah. Let's not do it again. And obviously, like I said, this is an extreme example. But if the girl he loved left him or the relationship went left because he did ask her to post less or whatever, like, I wouldn't put the title of insecure on him. I say, gang, that's a logical thing for you to do. Like, that's process of elimination.
I guess where does logic stop and love start?
Okay. I feel like it will, to answer that question, it will start by communicating. Like, if I communicate to you,
but that's headed into the love part.
Yep. Like, I feel like, how can I explain? I feel like the communication is both. I feel like the communication is very logical, but is a prerequisite of love. You see what I'm saying? So let's say if while we talking, I explain, okay, babe, in my last relationship, I did ask her to post this. I did do this. This how it went. So I'm less likely to ask you to do the same thing. And now, from me communicating, you can understand. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like this where shit go left. If I require certain things of you, but I want you to go out less, but I want you to go out more, but I want you to just like this, just like that. If I have that requirement of you in my head, and then I don't vocalize it, and then you get to dress it in a way I don't approve of, going out like more times than I would approve of or whatever, I will grow resentment for you, but you won't even know why.
And I think that's the issue. I think this is what it all boils down to. It all boils down to vocalizing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get upset after I have posted 3 pictures in a row. Right? You can't do that. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I think all couples should talk about social media and its effects at the beginning.
Facts.
Okay? Yeah. Because it's been detrimental for relationships.
And then it just goes back to what I was saying in the beginning about understanding that neither one of us is perfect. We need to talk about those traumas, that baggage, everything that maybe scarred you that you're currently bringing into this. We need to go ahead and kind of lay it out now, so that when we do have disagreements or a misunderstanding, I'm understanding why.
Yeah. Like, I feel like both of y'all hit it on the head. Goddamn, we do need the communication, and we need to understand that, like, I can't go in this motherfucker expecting her to do everything perfect off the rip.
And she's not, and he's not either. Like, it's gonna be a growing process. And like you said, your brother said, we have to do the maintenance.
Facts.
You know, I don't care if it's a 30-day maintenance. I don't care if it's the yearly maintenance or biannual. Like, you have to do the maintenance for your relationship. I mean, it's a lifelong experience, or at least until their relationship, dissolves, or you dissolve. Right?
Like, to the point you said, she said dissolve. To the point you said, we're like, we're not perfect. Like, this some great advice I heard a brother say, and I like try to take it with me. Like, if I'm trying to find a business partner, a relationship partner, a friend, or whatever, if before you seek somebody, so let's stick with a relationship, and before y'all seek a man, before I seek a woman, you need to sit alone with yourself and write out what 10 traits or 10 attributes, characteristics, whatever, would I like this person to have. When you meet somebody, if they check at least 7 of the 10, they are good enough to move forward with. If they check like 3, no matter how fine they is, no matter how good they talk, leave it alone. But if they check 7 out of 10, that's a passing enough grade to say, you know what? You don't got the other 3 that I'm looking for. Are you willing to work on these 3? If they say yeah, move forward with that person. If they say, nah, fuck them 3, I don't really want to do it because it is that type of person I am, cool. Respect their honesty. Identify, okay, maybe we not, you feel me? Like, maybe we not compatible. But if they check a 7 and they willing to work on the 3, y'all locked in. Like, that's my greatest advice to the point you said of nobody perfect. Like, don't expect all 10 out of them. But if they not at least coming with 7, guys, like, don't waste your time. Like she said, y'all gonna fucking die before y'all.
Yes, you're gonna you're gonna spend your entirety trying to make it work.
Yeah. Now, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. We ain't gonna spend too much more time about it. I appreciate my sisters coming through. Y'all had some great points. Y'all had some like great different perspectives, and going against like some of the perspectives I see that made me think like, oh damn, that is a good point, goddamn. So now y'all wrap it up. We saying y'all social medias, wherever they can reach y'all at. Shit, we'll wrap it up on it.
All right, so my social media handle is for my personal is Miss Ebony Magazine, and for my business is The Waste Assassins.
Okay. My Instagram is a.chantel_.
Okay. Now I appreciate y'all tuning in. We be on this episode. Y'all get it. We be on the next episode of the WF Viking Podcast. Yes, sir. Ski.